good did that feel to the guy who just made that play in center and let that ball get behind him?
He got it back. He did, didn't he? He got it back, and he knew going up to the plate. I got to believe he said, I am coming out of my shoes first pitch, and he didn't miss it. The train operator here is in overdrive. Fastball, middle, and he didn't miss it. And the reason I keep saying, and maybe it seems like I'm trying to make excuses for guys, I'm not. I realize this role and how difficult it is. You lose an inch or two onto your fastball when you're not as fresh as you want to be. And what makes Morrow and some of these guys so special is that the late life on their fastball, guys don't swing at it like that.
George, describe what you're feeling right now after that amazing game.
Emotionally and physically exhausted, but very, very happy.
Talk to me about the ups and downs. You try to make the great play off, and it ends up being a triple, and then you come back with a homer in the next at bat. Take me through the ups and downs of those emotions.
Yeah, you know, that was a tough one for me. I thought I could make a play. I thought I could get to it, and I got to it. I just didn't catch it, and to see the ball go behind me was a very lonely feeling. You know, I knew that I was responsible for whatever happens, and P closed the door, which was huge for me, was huge for us, and then the only thing I could think of right there was I got to get to first base, and was just able to hit one out, and I don't really know how to describe how emotional that was.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the game a long time. I don't think I've seen someone remedy a mistake faster than what Springer did tonight. I mean, obviously he dove, trying to make an athletic play, small desperation, trying to keep his body in front of it if he could somehow not catch it, but and then feels like the worst feeling in the world. I mean, he feels like, you know, he made the mistake of a lifetime, and you know, one pitch later he hits a homer. So a lot of energy put back into the building, certainly in George, and you know, again, we trust George, you know, every step along the way, and for him to be able to deliver, you know, make up for you know, the judgment that he made in center is again one of the 100 stories you guys can write about.
It had to be demoralizing to see the ball roll all the way to the wall when George Springer dove for that baseball in center field. So you guys are down a run because of that play, but then he comes back up and ties it with a bomb, and that just erupted your dugout, didn't it?
Oh my God, that got us going, and he makes an aggressive play, trying to make the play. He misses it, but he stands back up after he gets knocked down. You saw that game one of the series. 0 for 4 strikeouts.
Right.
Doesn't matter. George Springer's a warrior. He's going to battle and fight till the very end.
Bottom of the fourth inning, no score, and Sabathia steps off with Evan Gattis about to step back in. About as simple as it gets for Gattis, and when he connects, they go a long way. 2-2. That's into left center field. When he connects, they go a long way. 1-0 Houston in the fourth.
Well, that was a changeup, and that changeup's not supposed to be up. Actually, that was a slider, and that slider was up, and that's a bat speed type slider. You see how the ball didn't have the tilt and or the break, and that allowed Gattis to catch up. Bad slider, recipe for a home run.
So just the second hit from a DH in this ALCS, and it is big. A leadoff home run here in the fourth inning.
Well, CC had him chasing up the entire time with fastballs, but the problem is that was a high slider, and that allows you to connect and catch up with your bat speed and do things like that.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing a good job, and I mean, I try my best not to swing at those pitches, but they just looked too good up top, and the first slider that popped, it was a little bit outside. I rolled it over to third. I think just tried to, if I saw anything pop out, just immediately try to think right field.
It impacted him during that stuff.
Oh, it did. He gave up 2 runs in that first inning without giving up a hit.
Springer to right field, leadoff home run. There's the payback. 9th leadoff home run of the year. and his 24th of the season as a leadoff hitter, setting a new Astros record.
Remember me? Is what George just said.
I'm sorry, the split finger, that'll go more down, and the changeup will go down and away from the righties.
That ball hammered to left field, way back, and that ball is going to go. It is gone, a home run. Leadoff, long ball for Ian Kinsler. And he got all of it. 6th home run of the season, and a good start for the Tigers tonight.
His team playing some very good baseball here at home. Drilled toward left field. That ball is hit well. Borges going to the corner, and that ball is gone. It's a line drive home run for Ian Kinsler. And a great way to start this one today.
And Tigers had their consecutive home run streak snapped last night at 13, but Ian Kinsler off and running again.
Pitch against each other on Thursday at Minute Maid Park, and we are underway on a cool Tuesday evening in Seattle with the first pitch to Springer. It's hit well deep to left center field. He's done it again. 4 leadoff home runs, 5 on the season. Springer continues to jump on the first pitch of the game, and it's 1-0 right away. Houston with the lead.
He likes hitting off Ariel Miranda. 3rd home run off Miranda. And again, George
Lawrence makes his first start of the 2017 season. And Springer sends one high in the air, deep to right center field, all the way back to the track, and this ball's gone. Number 4 matches number, and the Astros have a 1-0 lead on one pitch.
Loose close, ball flies. The other day, Lorenzo Cain made a heck of a play on a similar fly ball off the bat of George Springer.
This ball is hit well to left field, and on the first batter of the season, George Springer hits a home run, and the Astros quickly on top, 1-0. 8 leadoff home runs last year amongst his 29, and what a way to start 2017.
That's in the air to center. Back at the wall. It is gone. What a start. Dexter Fowler, hello in Game 7. 1-0 Chicago. Well, Dexter Fowler couldn't have drawn it up any better. It's the first ever leadoff home run in a Game 7, and it belongs to Dexter.
Springer hits a high one to left field, going back. Gomez now looking up, and Springer will take the tour. That's the way to snap it 0 for 16. Home run number 27 ties it at 1.
I don't know what anybody else in the ballpark thought, but that was just like a pop fly.
Urban Santana, you see the 8 extra base hits.
Swinging a drive to deep left field. That ball is up, and that ball is gone. Ian Kinsler with a leadoff home run, and the Tigers have the lead.
They got 2 looks at the same pitch. The last one right down Broadway. Ian did not miss it.
Check again and again and again.
Dallas with a drive. It's going to be over. He got a knockout fastball, and it's back-to-back homers to win it. This is absolutely crazy at Minute Maid Park tonight. 5-4 Houston on back-to-back homers by Correa and Gaddis.
It does not get any better than that.
Go ahead, take his jersey all the way off.
Swing and a high fly ball. Bell to deep left field. Break out the tape measure. Wow. Off the facade of the walkway down the left field line for Gaddis.
That was a mammoth solo home run.
Yeah, they've got that access ramp down the left field line that's circular. I don't know if it hit on the third or fourth level of that thing. Hanging slider.
Astros are up 1-0. Carlos Gomez leads it off against Masahiro Tanaka. First pitch swinging, a belt to deep left field, and it is 2-0. And for a guy whose manager told us, you know what, he's still got a bit of an intercostal thing. I want him to swing at about 75% effort. That was 100% effort and a home run for Carlos Gomez.
And look at the support from his teammates. And this is a guy who just fought his way back into this lineup because he wanted to play even if he wasn't 100%. But as you mentioned, Dan, the biggest concern was the torque of his swing. Because of that intercostal muscle injury, how much can he really get that torque in that last swing? Obviously, he wasn't hurt.
Second home run of the night for the Astros. 2-0 they lead. And both home runs, guys, have come on the first pitch of an inning. Colby Rasmus in the second, Carlos Gomez in the fourth.
We all know it's been an amazing journey for him, not only as a top player as a teenager to out of the game. Did you ever imagine he'd end up in this situation?
No, I did not. He told me he was done, and there he goes.
Oh! There he goes indeed.
Done, and I believe him.
Deep left and gone. His first big league hit is a home run.
Amazing.
You've seen plenty of those, but none at this level. Can you tell us what you're feeling at this moment?
That was yeah, just kind of feeling for him because he was going to remember this moment. He said he knew he'll hit one, and he didn't know when it'd be, but you know he'll probably get a little teary-eyed running around the bases. So. Part of your new job.
Now we're set to go. Roenis Elias on the hill, and the first pitch hammered deep left field. George Springer has hit the first pitch of the night into the bullpen area, and the Astros quickly lead it 1-0. Number 11 on the year for George Springer.
Pretty fast. I haven't even had time to stretch yet. This is what we were talking about yesterday, having this guy at the top of the lineup. Not only are you worried about him getting on base because he can steal some bags, he's been racking up the hits, but you make a mistake, he's going to ambush you and launch like he just did.
Now, 2 more home runs yesterday for the Major League leading team. They start with the first pitch of the night, George Springer.
Club, left field, Gordon racing after it, and the Tigers win! Kinsler ends up crossing home plate after all to win it for Detroit tonight at 11.
This time, it counts. A Major League leader in multiple hit games does it again. This time on the breaking ball from Almonte. Unbelievable job to sink down with his legs and go get this ball one-handed out of the park. That is a great piece of hitting by a great hitter.
Royals' 5th straight one-run loss, and the Royals slide in September and now goes to 6-12 as the Tigers have won the series and have a chance for a series sweep tomorrow.
Drama all night long. Why not a Hollywood ending?
Well, big thanks to all who made it possible to hear from Detroit. The Tigers win it. We'll send you out to Joe Davis in Pasadena, BYU, and UCLA. Good night from Detroit.
Walk-off victory if they possibly can. Beltran, a drive to left, way back, I don't believe it. Goodbye, they've done it again. Three consecutive walk-off home runs. The Rangers sweep the Angels.
came out without a shirt.
A first in franchise history. 3 consecutive games won by walk-off home runs for the Texas Rangers. As high as his batting average has been all year. He was a .311 one other time back in early June. He pounds one high and deep to center field. Adam Jones at the wall. Goodbye. Adrian Beltre, his 19th home run of the year. The Rangers lead 1-0.
Well, he said in the first inning, when he keeps the ball down and makes it sink around the knees, he can be very effective by getting ground balls. But he got a couple of balls up in the first inning that were hit hard. Kinsler just missed a home run. Profar hit the ball hard. Then the first pitch to Adrian is not necessarily a ball that sunk very much until it went 400 feet. It was belt high and right down the middle of the plate. He wants to keep it down. He wants to make it sink, but that ball's right out over the plate, right in the middle of the plate, to the wrong guy.
Beltre really putting a charge into it. The Rangers get on top quickly. 1-0 as A.J. Przinsky takes low. It is 1 ball and no strikes. Ball back in the 3rd row and almost dead center field for Adrian Beltre.
The best career earned run average of any Japanese-born pitcher. High and deep to left field and gone to the Yankee bullpen. Number 5 for Ian Kinsler.
Now, if the game is anything like batting practice, this is a good day to strike people out or throw sinkers and get ground balls, because very seldom has the ball carried better in batting practice than it did this afternoon. There are balls hit all over this stadium, and right off the bat, Ian Parks went over the Yankee bench in the bullpen, way out of here to left center field. He gets a hanging slider, it looks like, on the inside part of the plate. That pitch had hit me written all over it.